14th governor of Arkansas, James H. Berry. Now, he's connected to the Peels also in the fact that he was Mary Emmeline's brother, and at one time he was Colonel Sam's law partner. He also went on to be a United States Senator for 22 years. Now, during the Civil War, at the Battle of Corinth, Mississippi, at the age of 23, he lost his right leg and had to walk on crutches the rest of his life. When he was a prisoner of war for about 6 months, when he was released, and he went back to a little town named Ozark here in Arkansas, and he started to teach school and study law. Well, of course, as the story goes, you know there has to be a woman, and there was. Her name was Lizzie Quayle, and he did so love Lizzie. So he went to her father and asked for her hand in marriage. And Mr. Quayle said, absolutely not. No way. And James H. was so upset he didn't understand why. He said, look at you, man. He said, I can tell by looking at you, even if you had 2 good legs, you couldn't make a living, let alone walking around on one. Well, Lizzie and James H. actually eloped. They did not speak to Mr. and Mrs. Quayle for 17 years. However, once when he was home from the Senate, and he was with a friend, his friend said, just go up on the porch and knock on the door. When he did, Mr. Quayle came out, they shook hands, and everything was put aside. They never talked about it again. Now, they had a daughter that they dearly loved, but they lost her very early. She had married. That was Nell Frank Berry, and she did marry, and she had 2 children, but she died of early age at about 28 years old. So James H. and his wife actually raised those children. Now, Lizzie was very protective of James H. when he was in Congress, and she would always take care of him and make sure that he was comfortable. So we have to think that we are extremely fortunate to know the story behind such a fine couple here in Bentonville. So follow me.